everybody, it's Lauren from the Robbins Library Children's Room, and welcome back to Make It Monday. Make It Monday is a craft program geared for ages 5 and older, but of course anyone who loves crafts is welcome to join us each week, and we'll be making projects out of items you can find around your house or things you can find on a nature walk outside. Now for this week's Make It Monday, we are going to be making beads out of paper. And as you can see, I'm wearing a pretty colorful necklace right now, and I made all of these beads. So if you're ready, let's go and see all the supplies you'll need for today's paper bead craft. For today's project, you'll only need a few supplies: a magazine or two, a glue stick, a pencil, a pair of scissors, and some kind of string. To get started, grab a magazine and you can flick through to look for pages that might have a lot of color on it that you like. So this was a purple page, lots of green in this magazine. Oh, very cute bunnies. While you do not have to look for pages that are a certain color, if you do find a page that has a lot of one color, that color is going to show up a lot in your bead as you roll your bead. So it's up to you if you want to look for special colors. The next step is to cut our magazines into strips to roll our beads. So get yourself a pair of scissors, and for this first strip I'm just going to cut a straight line all the way up. It's just going to be a strip that's like a long rectangle. Now the width here, right here, that determines how wide your bead is. So you can decide if you want to make skinny beads or much wider beads. The second strip I'm going to cut into some triangles, so a long skinny triangle just like this. I'll do a couple of these. Cut as straight as you can, but don't get too stuck on it. Each bead is gonna be unique, and that's what makes these beads so cool. None of them are exactly like the one before. Now we're making triangles and rectangle strips, and that's because each of those shapes will make a slightly different shape bead. Okay, to roll your bead, you will need a pencil as well as a glue stick with the cap off, ready to go. I'm actually just going to turn this over so some of the purple on the other side will show through in our bead. And essentially, we're just going to roll the paper around our pencil. And as we roll, it's going to get thicker and thicker, and that will ultimately make our bead. Now, if you're using a triangle strip like I am, I'm trying to keep that top point of the triangle in the middle while I roll. It doesn't have to be perfect, so don't get stuck on it. At the very end, we will put a little bit of glue right there, and we'll just wrap it around. It's going to hold our bead together, just that little bit of glue. You might need to put a little bit more on. And when you're all finished, you can just push the bead all the way to the top of your pencil and it will come off. If it comes a little bit undone, you can just push it back together just like I did, and our first bead is all set. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make many more beads. Here we go. Now that we have this nice pile of beads made and ready to go, you can get a piece of string, and we're going to thread through the center of all of our beads. I'm just going to trim the end of mine here so it threads a little easier. Try that again. Okay, there we go. So you can make necklaces or bracelets or just strings of beads to hang in your windows that might be fun decorations. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and put all of these beads onto my string, and I think I'm going to turn this into a necklace. everyone, that concludes today's paper bead craft. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again next week for another craft. Bye-bye.